Welcome to the Dose of Good podcast, where we celebrate good people and organizations working to make the world a better place. It can be easy to get caught up in the bad things going on in the world and forget about the good happening all around us each and every day. I'm your host, Erin, and I want to share these stories with you and give them the attention they deserve. I hope this podcast educates and inspires you and maybe even motivates you to share a dose of good in your community. Now let's get into today's episode. I've had 18 nonprofits on the podcast, but I want to highlight individuals who are doing good things and making an impact on their community as well. I put a call out on social media, and that led me to Megan Plaza. I quickly realized I knew Megan as she participated in one of my summer camps back in 2019. She has been quite busy since then, forming her own nonprofit, among other things. Now let's learn more about Megan Plaza and the positive impact she is having on others. Today I'm here with Megan Plaza, founder of the Suitcase Project. Welcome, Megan. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.
So can you just start off by telling the listeners a little bit about yourself?
So I'm Megan Plaza. I'm 15, now and a half, so I can drive now, which is pretty fire.
That's exciting.
I'm also Miss Capital Area's teen for Miss New Hampshire 2025. I'm a 10th grade student at Londonderry High School. I have a horse, I sing for my talent, and I'm a founder of the nonprofit, the Suitcase Project.
All right, and we're going to get into all of that. So as you said, you currently hold the title of Miss Capital Area's Teen, which is under the Miss America organization.
Mm-hmm.
So what made you want to get involved with pageants? And can you speak a little bit about what your experience has been like?
Well, Miss America is a growth opportunity, and I went into the program as an 8th grader. So I was kind of shy. I didn't have a lot of confidence, and I had a lot of growth to do socially and emotionally. And throughout my years in the program, on stage and in interviews, I have grown immensely, and also just as a person. My first year, I did marimba as my talent, so I played an instrument because I had horrible stage fright. I had this really big fear of being imperfect. And now going into my third year, it's completely different. So my second year at States, I won top 10 and Teens in Action. And I've gained a lot of confidence through doing presentations, interviews just like this, and even just going out to my community and doing my own personal events like the ones for the Suitcase Project. So there's been a lot of growth in confidence and definitely maturity, which is amazing. It's great for any girl who wants to get ahead and learn some skills, valuable. 5 points of our crown.
Do you want to speak about any of the events? Because this is a fairly new title this year, right? So have you done any events yet? Or
I've done volunteering events. So we did Halloween Howl in Concord, which was so fun. And coming up is the Concord Christmas lighting. But for the Suitcase Project, we're just planning some fundraisers coming up under this title. So it's fun. I'm excited.
Great. So let's get more into that as far as the Suitcase Project. What made you want to start that, and can you tell us a little bit about it?
So the Suitcase Project is a nonprofit that provides greater sense of self-esteem, dignity, and belonging to foster children and families in need in New Hampshire and hopefully extending to New England. We've collected over 1,000 gently used suitcases and duffel bags, and we've distributed 250 of them roughly to multiple areas in our community, such as Webster Home, Nashua Children's Home, Dover Children's Home, and domestic violence centers such as Bridges, New Beginnings, and David's House. And we've also just started going through Facebook to reach out to foster families or families for drop-off or direct pickup, which is pretty awesome.
If people want to get involved with that and maybe volunteer or donate, how would they go about doing that?
For donations, our website, that's 3 W's.
Yes.
The suitcaseprojectnh.org is where you can find about us and our donations page. And as for what the community can do, we're looking for more board members. So anyone over the age of 18 around Londonderry if they are willing to donate their time. We just have board meetings where we come up with ideas. We use connections. We're just interviewing a few people for treasurer.
Okay.
But we're just looking for different minds. So like 18 to 25 would be a great age range just to have more of a youthful approach to our program.
Okay. Well, hopefully someone will hear this and want to help out with that. And is there anything else that you'd like people to know about the Suitcase Project?
The Suitcase Project is valuable in our area. So we have approximately 900 foster children in New Hampshire and approximately 400,000 in the United States. And the number is growing. And out of the people who age out of foster care, 3% of them get a college degree and 70% say they want one. And something about the Suitcase Project that I love is we provide a note of encouragement inside every single suitcase or duffel bag that we've donated, with the hopes that encouragement and those kind words from a stranger will encourage them to give what they have to the world and encourage them to go pursue their large dreams, go to college, maybe meet more people, maybe move and expand with their horizons. So if anyone has any ideas, we would love to take them at our Gmail. It's under our contact for our website. Yeah.
You said you have a horse. Do
I
you
do.
ride horses or? Oh, okay.
I've been riding my horse, for 4 years now. His name's Romeo. I'm actually going there right after this.
Okay.
But he's a 12-year-old Morgan horse, and just like the Miss America opportunity, he's taught me a lot of patience, responsibility, and also how to get over that panic mode. So for horses, sometimes they get a little excited, a little panicked. And being in that moment, you have to stay calm for yourself so that you can tell your horse what to do. And those have been valuable lessons that I've taken with me through the Miss America organization and also through life.
You've already shown that you have a lot going on in your life in addition to being a high school student. So how do you manage your time and find balance when it comes to managing Miss New Hampshire organization opportunities, as well as family, friends, and all these other things that you do?
A color-coded calendar is like my best friend, and specific days of the week have certain things. So riding is usually Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. The Suitcase Project and Miss America, we put in whenever it fits. Volunteering is usually weekends. Board meetings are usually at night. And then as for school, I'm in 3 honors classes this year. I take 7 classes. Last year I took 8, which is crazy.
Goodness.
No lunch or study. And the biggest tip that I have is to time block studying. So set aside 25 minutes for a certain part of your chemistry lab if you have a week to do it. And that allows for me to stay timed, get this done at this time. And then it also allows for me to be now I have 2 hours after my homework to hang out with friends and socialize or just relax. So just being managing your time in a specific way is really important.
It sounds like you're very organized, and I'm sure that helps.
I mean, it comes from a mom who she embedded it in my brain as a young age. I swam, did dance, gymnastics.
Yeah.
I had so many opportunities. I was in band, and I had siblings. So we've learned how to get over that hurdle of oh my gosh, we're so busy, and learn to be grateful for those opportunities.
That's a great way to look at it.
Mm-hmm.
So not related to the management of things, but just in general, do you have any advice that you would want to share with other people your age?
For my age, I think that if you're a young girl and you're struggling with confidence or stage fright, or you just want to get connections in your area, doing a local, we have them in summer, and watching Miss New Hampshire's Teen, which is at the end of April, and we crowned May 1st, is a great opportunity. You're going to meet a lot of girls just like you. They have passion, drive. You start a community service. You can be like mine and have a nonprofit, or you can go to your school and promote mental health, promote one of our title holders, Lyme disease. It gives you a lot of opportunities and networking that you will take with you, and skills that are important when it comes to college interviews, to job interviews, and even just interactions with people like you. So Get out there, try your things, have fun.
You are certainly making an impact on your community.
Mm-hmm.
Who has made an impact on you?
Probably my family and the Miss America organization. There has been multiple women that I look up to as a title holder and as a person. Miss New Hampshire 2023, Brooke Mills, is a graduate from Sherman's Chiropractic, debt-free. She has her own chiropractic, excuse me, center, and she is just an amazing person inside and out. She's very inspiring, and she's like, you know what, I would kill to have those goals in the future as well. And then second to that, my family supported me and given me opportunities that I didn't even know were possible. Like having a horse and being a part of pageants is like a big strain on their social life and their work life, and they continue to give and allow for me to have these opportunities, which is great.
Now, volunteerism is down in many organizations. Why do you think volunteering is so important, and how would you encourage others to get involved?
Volunteering is a life skill. You have to decide, like, what are you going to spend your time on? You can pick an organization, like if your grandmother had cancer, the Chemo Bag Project, or you can even just go to your school. And these are events that allow for you to socialize, network, have different connections. And as a student, I encourage people to do it with their friends. You're helping your community, you're hanging out with your friends, you have community service hours, and it also teaches you a lot of lessons about maybe the career you want to choose in life, or even the people you want to spend your time with. Like growing up, I loved the senior center. One of my favorite places to go. They used to play poker, and I would just sit there and giggle, and it was amazing. And I think that sparked a lot of my inspiration for volunteering.
Well, that's good advice. These two questions I ask everybody that comes on the show. The first being, which nonprofit do you think we should feature on the show next?
Rise WC, I just went to their gala this past week. They're amazing. They work with women who have aged out of the foster care system, or moms, or just homeless women in general. They are trying to raise enough money to build a house for their women who are trying to be more independent, gain more life skills. And at their event, I was like inspired, educated, and enlightened. Lisa Arnett, their guest speaker, was absolutely incredible. They're an organization you should really check out.
Okay.
Rise WC.
Rise WC. I definitely will. Thank you. And if you have any contacts there that I should try to connect
Chelsea Gagnon is their
with.
president, and she is the sweetest, the best.
Okay, I'll definitely look into that. Thank you. And then the last question is a tough one, but what is the kindest thing you've witnessed or been a part of?
One of my favorite events that almost relates to this is the Suitcase Project. When I first went to Webster House, we donated suitcases, and I saw a lot of kids there, and their volunteers and workers were incredible. They gave me a tour of their house, and you just saw like a real family instead of just like these kids. Like they were tight-knit and together, and I think that connection is one of the kindest, purest things I've ever felt. It was just very welcoming and heartwarming and encouraging, because I love my siblings, and I'm just so excited that they have opportunities to have family like that.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Thank you for sharing.
I love Webster House. They're amazing.
Awesome. Well, maybe that's another one I could look into. So.
You should.
Yeah.
Their president, I guess their manager, just their head girl, amazing.
Awesome.
Great person.
Oh, good. Well, thank you so much for being here and talking with me today. I really appreciate it, and keep doing all the wonderful things you're doing.
Thank you.
I hope that you enjoyed learning more about Megan. She is quite the incredible 15-year-old, making great use of her time, doing wonderful things. I also hope you enjoyed learning about the Suitcase Project. I hope that you will check out their website. I will have all of the information of the website, how to get in touch with them, in the show notes or the YouTube description. And hopefully you can get involved or sign up for their board. If you know of an individual that you think should be featured on the podcast, send an email to doseofgoodpodcast@gmail.com and let me know about them, and hopefully I'll be able to have them on the show. Also, make sure you are following Dose of Good Podcast on Instagram and Facebook. Be sure to leave a rating, review, and subscribe where you listen to podcasts so that you don't miss an episode and more people can learn about the podcast. Thank you so much for listening, and have a great day.